What's going on, folks? Stone Chef 710 coming at you live for episode 2 of Conversation Corner. Um, I wasn't expecting to do an episode on this, but uh, I had something happen to me today. Actually, just a short time ago, and it really bothered me. So I definitely wanted to kind of put this out there. There's a little bit of information for those of you who might be in the same or similar situation. So the issue that I had, um, I have tickets tonight to go see Cottonmouth Kings. Well, technically it's King Spade because it's just D-Loc and Johnny Richter. But I was supposed to see them, and Crazy Town was opening, Dread Pirate, um, and two or three other bands. Um, and I invited a friend of mine along, and I invited her like a month ago, almost a month ago. It's been at least 3 weeks. Anyways, so I invited her. She said, "Yeah, I'd love to go. Let's do it." Talked to her last night. Everything was cool. I even talked to her today at like 12:20. Like, called her and talked to her, and everything was still cool. Yeah, if doors open at 8, I figure we should leave about 6:30 or 7. Get a decent spot in line so we can get a decent place. Mm. And then she texts me about an hour ago and says, "I'm really sorry I'm not going to be able to make it. I got a bunch of shit to do because she's about to move." My issue is that if you tell somebody you're going to go do something with them, you go do it. You handle your business and you do what you need to do what you said you were going to do with a friend of yours. So it really has me irritated. It's it's really aggravating that even though I talked to her earlier in the day, that she would just drop it. "Hey, sorry, I can't go." And it's like, I don't want to go to a concert by myself. That's no fucking fun. So here I am, um, 4 hours before the show starts, and I got nobody to go to the fucking show with, and it's really aggravating because I really wanted to go. I really wanted to see these bands, but it's no fun going to a concert by yourself. I've been to numerous concerts by myself, and it's not fun. I don't enjoy myself half as much as I would if I was there with somebody. I, when I tell somebody I'm going to be somewhere, I'm there. If I tell somebody I'm there at 11, I usually get there like 5 or 10 minutes early just to make sure that I'm there on time. I don't know. It's just really bothersome. Really bothersome. But I put a message on Facebook, so who knows? Maybe somebody will message me and, "Hey, I'm a woman. I'd like to go." Because I ain't going with a dude. That's the other thing. You go to dude concerts with dudes. I mean, fucking Crazy Town's gonna be there. I mean, I don't want to be looking at my homeboy while Butterfly is being performed and trying to gaze deeply into his eye. That's not fun. It's not fun. So here I sit, Got home, and I'm still debating on whether I should just say fuck it and go, or do I hold true to what I've learned and just say fuck it and stay home and get fucked up. I don't know. Yeah, that sucks. So now I got that off my chest. Another thing I'd like to talk about and discuss is there was a 7.2 magnitude earthquake in just north of Anchorage, Alaska, about 5 miles north of Anchorage, Alaska. And the earthquake isn't what has me interested. What has me interested in it is the fact that I used to live in Anchorage, Alaska. So I have friends up there. I still have family up there. But I didn't even know it until one of my ex-girlfriends that I'm still really good friends with marked herself safe on Facebook, and it popped up, and I was like, what? Earthquake? What the fuck? So I started looking, and yeah, sure enough, there was a hell of an earthquake this morning. I even saw a picture of, I don't know if it was like a GMC Yukon or a full Jeep Cherokee. I don't know. But it was an SUV that looks kind of an in-between of those two. And it was sunk down, and the road in front of it was raised, and you could see this huge, like, I don't know, it could have been as much as 5 or 6 foot difference, a drop. And then directly behind the guy, there was like another drop. So it's like this one section that he was on just dropped. And his car wasn't fucked up or anything. It was just stuck. It couldn't be moved. It's not time for dinner yet. Not yet. So that was really a strange thing that happened today. You know, of course, Alaskans, they got fault lines up there just like we do down here in California. It's something that you just live with if you're going to live in certain places. You have to be willing to accept it. You have to prepare for it. And you have to just keep in the back of your mind that there's always the possibility that it could happen, just like it did unexpectedly today. You know, I was up in Alaska and there was an earthquake. It was crazy. I've slept through earthquakes because they weren't big enough. You know, I slept through a 5.0 magnitude earthquake once. Didn't even fucking know it. It was when I was living in Alaska. But I was a teenager back then. Like, I used to sleep really, really hard. You know, these days, I don't sleep as well as I used to, but that's all right. You know, I've got businesses to take care of, and I got shit that I'm doing, so it keeps me busy. But you know, there's also this other thing that I watched. This guy was getting sentenced. I watched the sentencing in the courtroom. He killed his wife, his son, and his 2 daughters. And it was bad. I mean, I was just completely appalled. I mean, I don't know how you can kill somebody that loves you, that chose to spend their life with you, that is your child. How do you have to be a really, really sick individual to kill somebody like that, somebody that's your own blood, somebody that you married, somebody you just don't do that. If you have people that you love, if you have people that you care about, you protect them. You take care of them. You make sure that no harm comes to them. You don't kill them. I mean, there's the world's going to shit. It's been going to shit for a long time. But I take that back. The world's not going to shit. The issue is that we're being exposed to more things that are going on because of things like the internet and the technology that we have. So the same things have been going on for millennia in all cultures across the world. But now we have the ability to find out about so many different areas outside of our norm where we get a lot more information. So I don't think that more crimes are happening. I don't think people are being any worse now than they were in the past. I think that we're just being exposed to a lot more of it. But still, the world's going to shit. If it's not shit already. I mean, you've got flat people that think that the world is flat, but that all the other planets are round. We're just the one planet that's flat. You've got all kinds of conspiracies that people believe in, and some of them are right, some of them are wrong. Some people even call people, crazy old man talking da 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 da. Yeah, but when all that shit that he was talking about, all that crazy stuff comes to fruition and you find out that it's been true all along, then it's not a conspiracy. Then it's not no man just talking out of his ass. It's somebody who knows what the fuck's going on. And if you don't know what's going on, then you need to find out. You need to do a little bit of research and you need to open your eyes because there's a lot of shit that is thrown at us to try to protect us and keep us away from what is actually going on in the world. It's take a look at the G20 summit that's going on. I believe it's in South America. Prince Mohammed bin Salman, I think that's his fucking name. I don't know. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, the guy who ordered the killing of an American who was a columnist for the Washington Post is well, you probably heard about it if you paid attention to anything in the news. It's about Khashoggi. He went into the consulate and never came out. They chopped him up and told 5 or 6, 7 different stories about what had happened. And if you look at the G20 summit, there was they showed when King Mohammed bin Salman was kind of given dap by President Vladimir Putin of Russia. So what's interesting about that is that both Mohammed and Putin have killed reporters that wrote things that they didn't agree with. And there were multiple shots of them, sitting there laughing. When Putin walked up to Mohammed, he gave him big old dap, and Mohammed slapped his hand a couple times and then sat down right next to each other and started laughing and conversing. And I mean, I guess them both being dictators, it's not like they have anybody that's going to stop them. It's not like we have anybody that has any kind of power in our government that has any fucking sense to put a stop to any of this shit. So instead, we're going to continue accepting money from Saudi Arabia instead of standing up to Saudi Arabia as we should, which is going to make America look very weak. This is the time where we should be showing our strength. This is the time where we should be showing that we're not going to stand for the bullshit. We're not going to stand for, people killing Americans, whether they think they have reason or not. We shouldn't be allowing it. Not now, not ever. And our orange president is unfortunately being a fucking pussy about this. He even canceled a meeting that he had with Putin that was scheduled. And again, that just shows how weak he is, because he should be going in there, having the press with him. And, well, he's against the fucking press anyways, because he's a dipshit. And the press catch him in all of his lies. Sorry. That's my favorite politician. Yes, sir. Come on by. All right. Very good friend of mine, Jose Caballero. He's actually the guy that got me interested and believing that I could actually run for city council in El Cajon, and that I would actually win. So I am going to be running for city council 2020, El Cajon. If you live in the area, be sure to be on the lookout. You're going to be surprised. I'm definitely not going to be your normal politician, but that's for another day. Back to Khashoggi. Yeah, so he was murdered. The people that flew in and murdered him actually brought a bone saw with them, because they knew in advance that they were going to be doing this. The Saudi Arabia consulate. The Saudi Arabian consulate in Turkey, Istanbul, released multitudes of explanations as far as what happened to him. And when you can't keep a story straight, it's obvious that you're just trying to throw something out there that people believe. And if you're doing that, then you're obviously not telling the damn truth. Liars. I fucking hate liars and thieves. I can't stand those two people. If you're a liar or a thief, I want nothing to do with you. I've stopped contact with family because they were liars or thieves. I don't put up with it. It's not anything that I'm interested in. I want good wholesomeness around me. This guy. Oh shit! I got all kinds of text messages. So my buddy Jose is coming over. It's gonna be nice. But because he's coming over, I do need to kind of put this to an end. But I will sign off by saying that we as a human race are one people. I don't believe that color, sex, religion, sexual orientation, I don't believe that any of those things make any kind of difference. We are all human. And that's the most important thing. As long as we keep an eye on the fact that we are all human, not God's children, not this, that, or the other, we're just human, then I think the world would be a much better place. I want to thank you all for joining me. Until next time, keep your head up, stay high, and peace.